Today is another day of labor.
Yeah.
We're removing the D1 aft shrouds, the one that go up to the diagonal that go up to the first spreader. The reason we're doing that is because they need to be changed by now. They have already passed the working time now. It's like 12 years, so we need to change them. Should be able to take them off without undoing the rest of the rigging. I have already undone the pins anyway, and let's see, I'm just gonna loosen up a little bit, both of them at the same time, and then after that, then go up the mast and remove them. Not a big deal. So I'm just doing 2 turns on each.
I hope we can take them off easily, because when our baby stay broke, if you guys remember, that was on the way to San Martin, it took us ages to get it off. And we tried with everything. So I'm really hoping this is going to be a little bit easier. We actually preparing for a really adventurous season. We're not going to say yet where we're going. When we got CUBA, we knew that the forestay and the 2 backstays and some of the other rigging were actually replaced, and they were pretty new. But we knew that these shrouds were overdue, so that's what we're tackling here. So
I think we're going to be anywhere with this, any place where you can change the shroud, so that's why we're doing it here now.
Correct.
At the moment.
They actually look quite good. They're in quite good condition still, but we knew they're overdue, and not long ago our baby stay broke, so this kind of told us that because they're the same age, we should really tackle this, and we put it on our priority list.
Yeah, there's some watermark here, but nothing that, no, you get that even in a new shroud. It's not, I don't see any corrosion or anything, but yeah, it is what it is. They do have a life, and we do sell a lot. I don't want to be caught in the wrong place with a broken shroud.
After undoing the turnbuckles, Enrique went up the mast to remove the shrouds, but of course the camera decided to just turn off. Since there is a lot of traffic passing close to us, creating waves and vibrations, we attached a halyard on each turnbuckle to keep some tension on the mast, because after all we didn't know how long it will take for the new shrouds to be done. Now a mast like ours that has aft-facing shrouds only and a baby stay will wobble in the middle if any of these 3 anchor points is missing or loose. Imagine on a choppy day, the mast will wobble thousands of times if left unsupported, adding a lot of stress and fatigue to the components.
Imagine you're pushing down with the rest of the rigging, and then if you don't have that support in the lower bit, it goes like that. In the lower bit, it's like if you take a pin like a chopstick or something, and you press it in both ends, eventually in the middle where there's no support, it will try to do like that. Obviously we don't want that, because we're going to go and bring the rigging somewhere, and I don't know who's passing by here. You get the rattle, and that's very bad for the rigging, in my opinion though.
After removing the shrouds, we brought them to a rigging shop to be replicated, which usually only takes a few minutes. And with the help of our friend Paul, the main rigger in Carriacou, who's camera shy, we got it all done. Good morning, lovely people. We are getting ready to check out of Granada. We're actually in Carriacou at the moment. We anchored last night. We want to go to Turtle Bay, the main anchorage, where you can also check in and check out, but it's been pretty rolly day, guys. So we're in Hillsborough, and we're gonna take the dinghy around the corner to go to Turtle Bay to check out with customs and immigration, and then we're gonna be sailing to Bequia as a quick stopover, and then we're gonna go on up to San Martin, where we have to pick up something very important. But more about this later on. let's take the dinghy ride to the other side of the island.
This is Sarah's cushion. So she sits in here in the fender when we have a long ride, so she's not bouncing in the aluminium.
We were thinking of taking the bus here from Hillsborough around, but they don't have specific bus times. So instead of waiting, we thought we're just going to take the dinghy in the lee of the island. It's basically just about 3 miles. And
the only says you could check out here in Hillsborough, but I didn't find it.
We couldn't figure it out. And everybody is going to Turtle Bay anyway, which is just at the end, around the corner. Because it's quiet enough. On this side of the island, I think we're going to be fine. Now don't be fooled, because out on the open, it's actually quite rough today.
Yeah, so it is just protected here because
exactly.
This is probably going to be the last time we visit this island. I mean, unless I go around the world and come back another time, but yeah, we've gone somewhere else now. I mean, we still have to go up to St. Martin to pick up something, like Sarah was saying, but after that, somewhere else.
But it's like we living in a race, we dey run, no, no. Enemy day, we dey burn, no, no, no. We try to stay in the one way they give us up. Like the one way they find us up. Take glory, Olua. Check critic, the hater. Turn me to the better. Jamie, stick the greater. Complete in the maker. Only one, na, 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 na.
I think we have to turn around because I think we've seen Father Christmas on a paddleboard. Santa Claus, what are you doing out here?
Father Christmas!
What are you doing out here?
He says he's coming from the North Pole.
All the best.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. See you in a minute. Okay, you might be wondering why I'm leaving Kiki behind in the dinghy. I've actually assumed the responsibilities of a captain while we are sailing here on the islands, because we both have our captain license, but Eneka's been doing all of the paperwork for the time we've been cruising basically, and I think it's a very good practice. I basically know in the future what I have to do. So specifically here for Granada Carriacou, when you check in, you do something that is called Sail Clear, which is basically an online pre-arrival form where you add all of your information. It saves this information for you and it sends it to the authorities, so they already have all of your information for you before you even arrive in person in the office. So it just speeds up things basically, and then you still have to come by yourself and bring your passport, your registration, your boat paperwork, and do the official check-in or check-out. Well, today I'm checking out, but for all of you who are interested, for a boat our size, the check-in costs about 75 EC, which is around 25 euros, and it gives you a cruising permit for a month, which can then be extended if you do want to spend more time here. But we've only been here short time, so we basically just got out of the hard and now we're on our way because we are starting this season now, finally. Okay, we are officially checked out of Granada and our next stop will be Bequia. I wanted to give you a little bit of a look around of the area where immigration and customs are, but the lady was very strict and she waved her finger around, so yeah, I stopped the camera basically, but it's all done, so now we can go back to the boat and get going. that went really quick, just 10 minutes, bam, 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 a few stumps, a few autographs, and we're ready to go.
And it's gonna rain, we better make it back.
Yeah.
We're sailing! 22 knots of wind, it's beautiful.
We got new anti-fouling, our rigging has been checked and tuned, the boat is ready, we're ready too. And then Nick is enjoying it, of course. He loves this kind of sailing, spicy sailing. It's coming down now, we passed the squall. Just a minute ago we had 30 knots of wind and we were doing 8 knots. Now the maximum hold speed of the boat is 8.5 and we're sailing very close to the wind. Now usually we try not to put too much stress on the boat, we're trying to be conservative. But today we're testing our rigging and it is a really good day to do that because we're getting a stiff breeze and I think it's picking up again because there's the next small building.
Yeah, like Sarah was saying, the whole speed is 8.5. We try not to really reach that speed because yeah, the stress then goes somewhere else. And if you do this all the time and you're sailing around the world, so eventually you break things, you know. We're happy sometimes with 6.87 knots, so that's very good for us. And to be honest, the more you rush, the more you break.
Infinity to the under, Hollanda, walk back. This life now with the ponder, when you know the farm holy. I ask you question of the share story.
We actually reef on the mainland, you know. If I let full sails out, it's like you leave skid marks.
We already leave skid marks.
Jamie, stick the greater, complete in the maker.
We dropped the hook here in Bequia last night and I'm really happy that we found a nice spot because it's really busy at the moment, guys. Everybody started moving up from outside of the hurricane belt, so Granada, Trinidad and Tobago, into the Caribbean again because hurricane season is officially over and they're actually there's a cruise ship here even and a sailing cruise ship that I've not seen before, quite impressive. And we have stopped here basically because the island is on the way up. We are going to St. Martin to pick up something very exciting that we will tell you along the way. And then we will start the season with some really exciting new places that we're going. But at the moment we're here in Bequia just to wait for the weather to improve a little bit. We have a slight northerly component, so we're waiting for a better angle, but also we are here because, and this is to answer some of your questions, guys, because I've been reading in the comment that some of you are really interested to know how we deal with our mail, and this is basically the reason why we are passing to Bequia again, because as you can probably tell, we don't have a fixed address. I mean, we don't really have a mailbox on our boat where the mailman comes, so we are always trying to find ways to receive mail, and in this case we have sailed from Granada to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We're here now in Bequia to pick up a couple of things that were sent to us. And since we don't have the most efficient way to pick up our mail, I am taking you on a less efficient way to town, but the more scenic road. So this walkway goes all the way from Princess Margaret Beach right into town, and you can basically walk right next to the water. It's all part of the adventure, guys, even just getting mail. So I'm not sure if I mentioned that before, but this is actually Princess Margaret Trail. So this brings you all the way from the nice beach where we are anchored into town basically, and it goes above this big rock. Now most of you guys know that we don't usually come back to places where we've already been, but obviously Bequia is on the way up from our place that we had in Granada during hurricane season, so it's quite nice to be here just for the familiarity of the place, because we had quite a few things unexpectedly happening to us, guys, and if you've seen our previous videos you know that we didn't quite plan to renew most of our seacocks while we're in the heart. Now that was quite unexpected, and our Patreons know as well that our kitten of 16 years has been very poorly, so we had a lot of worries in our head. Now I'm actually happy to say that our cat Pee-wee is probably gonna make it. She had to have 40 taken out and they accidentally broke her jaw while they were doing it. Now for the past months we did not know if she would actually survive. Because of sunshine?
Yeah.
We got our mail. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, loyal.
So Sunshine, our friend, has been guarding our mail for over a month and he had it right there when I came to pick it up. Our next step will be to sail up to San Martin and get the next piece of our puzzle so we can keep cruising. But I'm not just gonna reveal what's in there. Now, if you've been really observant and listening, you probably know what's in there.
You mean?